Welcome back, everyone, to Achievement Hunting 101. This is level 387, which coincidentally is how many minutes we are planning on recording. I am a liar and also ElroyOMJ, and I am joined again by FreakyRO and Enigo. What's going on there? Y'all doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, freezing my butt off, but yes, doing all right.
Yep. We're doing the same thing here in the southeast United States, where we just got blanketed with a Class 3 kill storm. But we're surviving. Didn't lose power, so that's a good thing.
Nice.
Don't you have another one on the way or something?
Yeah, and we got another one scheduled for Saturday.
Man,
projected 6 inches of snow on Saturday.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah.
Down here in Maryland, they've been they project their it'd be like 8 to 10 inches, and the next day no snow, and the next day 4 to 6 inches, and the next day no snow. Like they have no idea what's going on this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And here it's kind of like that most of the time, but they've been consistent every day. They haven't wavered from it since Tuesday. So I fully suspect that this is not any gaslighting by our meteorologists or any ploy by Big Milk or Big Bread.
Right? Yeah. Why is it always the milk and bread?
He needs some milk.
I was having a discussion about this at work the other day. It's like, can we pick up the two most perishable items in a grocery store as we have a pending power outage on the horizon? I don't know about you guys, but I go and pick up like cans of tuna fish, some canned vegetables, and I'm good to go.
Alcohol,
okay? Right? Alcohol's not going to go bad,
right?
But it kills me. We're going to grab the two most perishable items you can find in a grocery store. The shortest shelf lives of anything you will buy in a grocery store.
He needs some milk.
We ran out of. So I worked here in the Mid-Atlantic region. The snow started on Sunday. I worked the Friday and Saturday before the snow started, and we ran out of bread. We had not a loaf of bread, not a hot dog roll, not a hamburger, nothing. No, we ran out of bread Friday, and then the bread man came Saturday and just left what he had in the truck, which wasn't much. We ran out of that like in 2 hours.
Yep.
We ran out of rock salt. We ran out of that like freaking Thursday.
Now, see, rock salt I get.
Yeah.
Like, that's a very useful, serviceable thing. And one of the hardest things to get a hold of when Big Bread and Big Milk, deploy their antics, okay?
Right.
So, again, like I said, it's that I can moderately understand. It doesn't go bad. You can keep it in your garage for the next, whatever, snowstorm. Yeah.
I mean, we got pallets of it, though. Like we ran out in 6 hours, I think.
It's crazy. So here, we had last weekend prior to this storm that was inbound, we had they ran out of propane. Like you can't get propane anywhere. In fact, there was long lines. It was very reminiscent of images that you saw from like the 70s gas crisis. Like that's exactly what was going on at propane filling stations around here. I mean, people lined up 100 cars deep trying to fill up propane tanks.
Oh wow, jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For all you youngsters out there in the 70s, there was a gasoline crisis, and you had to go, depending on the letter or number your license plate started with, you were only allowed to go on certain days, depending on the letter your license plate started with or ended with. So
yeah,
that they were rationing out gasoline to the public. So
yep,
there's your history.
There was shades of that going on here in North Carolina, like I said, at the propane stations, and it was wild.
Yeah. Here in Memphis, we don't do this, and we get like one snowstorm a year, maybe max. We got the whole week off, but we only had 5 inches total, but it was good enough for a whole week off. I guess my update is that in light of being off all week, I've been working on my yearbook and line dancing, of course, but mostly yearbook because I was behind because of a contest in recent months, and I got a new passion for yearbook, and it's called Adobe Generative Fill. Have y'all played around with this on Photoshop?
No.
Oh man, I knew it existed before. I just never used it before. I'm not a big AI guy. And so the old days of yearbook, back when I had a passion for it, I would write all these captions. I'd write all these captions and it just made fun of the students, and it was a lot of work, and it added hours and hours on the book. And some of the teachers appreciate them. I don't think any of the kids ever read any of them. If they did, they probably would have had something to say about it. But it was, kind of basically making fun of the students. And so I got away from that because it wasn't worth it. I never saw anybody pick up an old yearbook and start reading captions. They just look at the pictures and move on. So I was just like, this is a waste of time.
Was it very Far Side-esque?
Yeah, for sure. And there's no words in the book anymore. I just got rid of that. Who needs that? That's too much work. And
who could read them anyway?
Right. So I decided I would take it a different direction this year. I have started taking every image that I'm putting in there, and I'm just adding something weird to it. So basically, you find like a photo, and
is it like a weird
you have all
Waldo now? Like
oh yeah, well I've done that kind of in the past. This is I'm just doing weird. I'm just letting my creativity flow. So, for example, if it's a picture and it's some girl flipping off the camera, she's like holding a newborn kitten, and she's like really happy about it. Like if they're doing the little duck face, I can take the lips and turn it into a big old smile that's not even theirs. I've added like, if they're sitting at a desk, I've added all these weird things on the desk in front of them. Like that's what they were working on. I've added like weird things in the background. He was showing off his Rolex watch, and I changed that to him just holding like a big bag of marshmallows, and like it's just weird. I'm having a blast with it. It's gonna be the most amazing yearbook ever.
I would love this. I would
I'll
do the
have to
same
post some
thing.
images.
So how do I order one of these yearbooks?
I know. I might.
That's what I want to know. Where's the order format? Okay.
Let's see how long it lasts. Maybe it's a lot of the cabin fever of just being inside a lot, and maybe it's going to my head. But I think I'm gonna keep doing this. I just started today, and I'm just like, it's like my new joy. I'm just having so much fun with it.
Nice.
So,
and then turn it into one of those like hidden object games.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
This is great.
Speaking of which, this show is sponsored by Adobe. Adobe.
and Elroy's high school yearbook.
yes. Get yours today.
Yes. Link will be provided in the comments. Okay.
So they have yearbooks for elementary school kids now, right?
I think they've been doing that for a couple of years, haven't they?
They're trash.
I mean, okay, yearbooks are yearbooks. I get it. High school, when you're there, like I got a yearbook all 4 years in high school. I think I even got a yearbook in my middle school. I got but I think I was in junior high. I wasn't in middle school. It was junior high.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, junior high here too.
I actually have in my 8th grade yearbook. I have Plaxico Burress is in my yearbook. So I didn't get him to autograph it, but I should. He went to my middle school. But yeah, like my daughter's coming home, and she's like, "Can I get a yearbook?" I'm like, "Wow, no, you're not gonna remember these kids in 3 years." Like, maybe 1 or 2 that are still in like your class. Like, and then like in 15 years, what do you want to go back and look at your elementary school yearbook? I don't look at my high school yearbook. I want to forget all that anyway. Like, I don't care.
The 2 people that I want to have any memory of from my high school yearbook, I still have their phone number and I text them.
I talk to like maybe half a dozen people I still want to talk to from high school.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And honestly, my high school yearbook, I'm in the same boat as you, Freaky. It's just, can't remember the last time I picked it up. I haven't even been to a reunion. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm like, if I really wanted to talk to those people, I'd have their phone numbers.
Yeah.
No, see, you're approaching this all wrong. See, I've been to each one of my school reunions, and
Really?
to me, because I'm a competitive guy, you know this about me, and so I like to think that I look good still. And here I am, closing in on 50, and I got a nice physique, and so I like to go in there and just measure up the competition and see how everyone else turned out. And they're out, everyone walking in with their, big old dad bods and, just a lot of the ladies really let themselves go, and I'm sitting there, and I sat at the table with one of my friends I keep in touch with from high school, and he's a CrossFit guy. He has his own gym, so he works out for a living. So he's in really amazing shape as well. We sat at the table and we silently, not so silently, judge everyone in the room. It's amazing. So I got one coming up this year. This will be, golly, what is it? 30 years.
Yeah, this is my 30-year reunion this year too.
Yeah, it's coming up 30 years. So
2 hours later.
And then we had the favorite high school to make fun of was Frank W. Cox High School. So
I can't imagine why.
I know.
So I'm just going to throw this out there. I haven't tested this, and it's funny you mentioned that. Okay, the Frank Cox High School.
Yeah.
So where I live, first of all, the high school I went to, before we get into that, before we get into the Cox, the high school I went to is a fantastic school. Our mascot was fantastic. We were the Patriots. I'm not making that up. That's the high school I graduated from. And we also had a cool name. We were Independence. That was the name of our high school.
Okay.
That is a cool name.
We were
Independence
Patriots. So
that's pretty cool.
Yep. And that school is still functioning. It's still active, still kicking it. In fact, I went to
2 hours later.
Gastonia, North Carolina has a little bit of a not so friendly reputation. We call it the gas house. Okay. It's
2 hours later.
But there's one good thing that comes out of Gastonia. They have their main road that travels through Gastonia is called Cox Road. There is an IHOP on Cox Road. And yes, at one point they did answer the phone. IHOP on Cox. They used to. Like we used to prank phone call them in high school just to hear him say IHOP on Cox.
Ivana Tinkle. All right, everybody put down your glasses. Ivana Tinkle.
So I don't know if they're still doing that, so if anybody wants to go ahead and give it a rip, feel free to try it out.
Can we do a live ring? A live
Well, speaking of talking about things, how about you move on to the, I don't know, game talk?
Oh, this is a gaming podcast.
It is.
Yeah, it's achievement
That's right.
focused.
Yes.
Yeah. So preferably an Xbox game if you can swing that. I don't know.
Okay, so I guess I'll start this week. I have had I've had more time off from work than usual this week with the snowstorm and everything coming in. So I had a lot of time to play games. I started RTDL back up this month. For those of you that don't know, RTDL is random to-do list, right?
Yep.
I don't even know what the acronym stands for.
Out of us, all three old men, we'll figure it out. The memory will start to turn.
Right.
Okay.
Random to-do list. You're assigned 25 achievements from games you started or games from your collection on True Achievements, and then you're tasked to go through and unlock them, one or all of them, whatnot. So, I got my list, and I guess the scavenger. I'm in scavenger mode, so I know the game, and I know how they rank, but I can't see the achievement name, and I can't see the ratio. So I kind of got to guess from where they are on my list. Like if a game, so it's 1 to 25, and if the game is listed 1, that means that's the lowest achievement ratio on my list, and then the 25 is the highest achievement ratio. So some of the games I got on my list were I had Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime.
Not a bad game, by the way.
Not a bad game at all, but that was one of my.
I've enjoyed that. It's a good couch co-op game.
It really is. That's one I actually play with my family. Still, yeah. I'll still rage. I still rage. I only drive. I drive. I don't do anything else because if I have to, I will just rage on my family.
My nephew and I went through the entire game, and I did all the driving and let him kind of man the positions and all that. Yeah.
I had a shorter experience with that game. That was when my amazing, beautiful wife decided to take an interest in gaming for a weekend so we could do more things together.
Boy, you ruined that one real quick, didn't you?
Yes. Well, I don't know if all the blame goes on this side of the table. I mean, when you can't execute something as simple as a double jump across a platform, then there's not much to work with there. And this one managed to get on my tag she stuck it out long enough to get the first achievement, and then she's like, yeah, I'm done with this. The only good thing about that is that she did not stick around long enough for It Takes Two to get on my tag.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because I think I can at least do the first one on my own. I think people do that, but It Takes Two, I think, actually does take two.
If you need a partner, I started that one.
I had my fill. I saw some things, man. I saw some really, really bad gaming. And I thought, man, is this what it's like to have to play with your kid? It was bad, man.
Whatever you saw, it's worse. Trust me, it's worse. Like, so in Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime, if you haven't played the game, you're basically in this, you're piloting this circular spaceship. It's 2D space, so it's spherical, but it's circular. And you're piloting this ship, and you're rescuing these different animals to re-energize the love energy. And anyway, who cares what the story is? You're just piloting a spaceship and you have a gun at each cardinal direction, north, south, east, west of your ship. And then there's a shield. Then there's the Vulcan weapon, I think, the super weapon that just kind of rotates.
Yeah.
So you have like 6 or 7 different stations of the ship, and navigation is one of them. Somebody drives the ship. So you have 4 people in this ship running around to different space. Oh, get the gun on the top. Oh, shoot him. Oh, get the gun on the bottom. Shoot him. So it's chaos, absolute chaos. While somebody's driving, somebody says, oh, I'll take the shield so I can block the bullets coming in. Anyway, my son does nothing but sit at the main cannon, like the cannon that rotates, like the powerful weapon that rotates, takes about 30 seconds to reload. He'll just sit there and just press that button every time, whether or not it needs to be pressed or not. He's just pressing that because he loves how it just likes how it goes off. and I learned really quickly to just let him do it. So
is this why your beard's a little bit shorter this week?
Yeah, pulling it out.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So
that's a rough go. That.
Yeah, that's a tough one to navigate.
But it's good. It's good family time. So
is it though?
I mean, when I relax myself and I just let it happen, it is. They're having fun. They're enjoying. They're doing this.
Do you have a similar amount of drinks in you when you do this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every time Freaky's son presses that button for the gun, he is literally reducing the amount of the will. Every time he's just got the will out there. He's like,
well,
there goes 10% less. There goes 10% less.
Just whittles it down to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I actually believe he hasn't gotten it for me yet, but there is an achievement to use that gun 10 times in one level. So
wow.
He hasn't gotten it for me yet, but so anyway, back to RTDO. So Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime, which I like the game when I'm playing it by myself. It's a really fun game to play.
It is. If you actually have, and don't take what I'm about to say as a slight or anything, but if you actually have a couple of pretty decent gamers with you, it can become that know what they're doing and understand the assignment, so to say. Mm-hmm. It can become an actually fantastic game, and my nephew and I thoroughly enjoyed playing through it. Yeah. And like you said, it is chaos and frantic, and I kind of loved everything about it because of that.
Yeah, and I mean, a positive on it, you can set it down to the easiest level, and I think it still unlocks achievements. Yeah. So that's something that don't shy away from it if you don't want to do that. You might have just heard my son in the background just scream. Sometimes he randomly does that.
Did he just fire the weapon?
Scream with joy.
8 hours later.
My problem with the RTDL is I'll start, especially if it's a lower ratio game, lower ratio achievement, I'll unlock the achievement, but I'll keep playing the game. And that's not the point of RTDL. The point is to, there are people that are on there, they unlock the achievement and they stop. And then they go on to the next game and they unlock the achievement and they stop. See, my problem with that is next time it's on RTDL, whether it's next month or, a year from now, I'll have to go back and relearn how to play the game. So
not a great strategy. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So the game I played the most and I was kind of impressed with was Punch Club. So that's what I'm going to talk about here is Punch Club. So if I just said I was playing a game called Punch Club, what would you guys think the game was about?
I would think you're not allowed to talk about it.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Right.
I'm immediately thinking beat 'em up. Like you're just walking through streets, just punching people in the face, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you both would be pretty close. So you're basically.
Second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
You are a boxer. Well, not even a boxer, a fighter, because you can kick. There's some backstory with some kind of medallion that your father had. Then you have a brother, and he breaks the medallion in two to give one to you and one to your brother. Then Then your father is killed or murdered, and your brother leaves because you think he killed your father. And anyway, there's some story to it, but I really didn't pay too much attention to it. But this
because we are all about detail around here.
Right? Yeah. And yeah, exactly. The story, there's some exposition, blah, blah, blah. I was just upset because I couldn't actually quick A button through the dialogue. Like all the dialogue would print out and then it would stay there for a second and then you had to press A. Like it wouldn't let you quick pass at all.
I must say that I'm very proud of you and your attention to the story of these games that you're talking about. I don't know that I've ever been more proud of you.
This is some A-level stuff.
Right. So and every trope that you've seen in every boxing movie called Rocky is in this game. So like you have to, so you're coming up and you're fighting and you meet this guy and his sister's name is Adrian.
When the 15th round, you're coming out.
And she is your love interest if you want her to be. Your trainer's name is Mickey.
This guy is a wrecking machine.
Right? You go to the.
I mean, they couldn't even make it Ricky and
I know, right? Really,
Adrian or something. Or,
yeah. And and then when you finally so there's actually like 3 or 4 different ways you can play through the game and get to the ending. Like you can actually go through like the ranks of like the boxing circuit. You can become like a crime fighter. It's a management game because when you actually go to the boxing matches, you don't control anything. You just control like the move set, and then you just send them into the ring, and then they stand across from each other and they just fight. So you have to do all the workouts. You have to do all. So you have 4 different. There's like the way of the turtle. On the treadmill, squats, the hammer on the tire, jump rope, speed bag. But my strength stat was artificially boosted through steroids.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
That you can go buy later in the game. So, it was great.
Hold on, I did not see steroids.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
I swear.
Like the whole story starts altruistic. Like, okay, we got brothers. One of them's good. One of them's bad. Father. What they're gonna. Defend the father's glory. And then all of a sudden, Freaky just pulls out steroids, casually. He was like, "Oh, and by the way, you can use steroids."
That's well, they're called magic potions. I was scouring the internet to try to find a walkthrough for this game because they have the dreaded speed runs. Where you have days, right? So there's 3. There's not 1. There's not 2. There's 3 speedrun achievements. There's 1 to beat it in 300 days, 1 to beat it in 200 days, and 1 to beat it in 100 days. Like Meat Shield, good sneakers, great tennis. You're in the rookie circuit and you win the championship of the rookie circuit, and then you got to get your professional card because you befriend the Don of the local mafia, and you want to get money to fight because you're trying to win back your medallion, right? Your medallion, and then you break your leg after the last fight. Your friend who you've been training with offers to fight for you. He offers to fight the Russian champion.
I'm guessing I know that guy's name already.
Ivan Gief.
Oh, close enough.
in the game.
Not Vodka Popinski?
Yeah, right. It could
Okay.
his name is Ivan Geef, and he looks like Zangief from Street Fighter 2. He doesn't look like Ivan Drago, but it looks like Zangief pretty much. So, and guess what happens to your friend?
He needs some milk.
He breaks his leg.
He dies.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
Well, that got dark.
Oh yes, spoiler alert. Spoiler for Rocky 4 also. He dies.
Yeah, that got really dark.
Yeah. So
does the guy at least laugh like Zangief? Because that's the best part of Zangief.
I don't know if he does.
Oh.
I don't remember. I was like probably 3 scotches in at this point. So now you're in Act 2 of the game. You fly over to Russia to avenge your friend. You guys have seen Rocky 4, right? You guys are right in the wheelhouse of this of the movie.
I might have seen it once or twice.
Right.
I'm guessing this is where the steroids come in.
I know I've seen 1 and 2. I feel like I haven't seen 4.
Yeah, okay. Well, 4 was the best one.
I must break you.
I must break you. Yes.
Yeah, it's the best line.
I must break you.
Yeah.
He's not man. He's tank. You're chopping wood. You're punching a tree. Well, you don't know it at the time, but you're going to fight your brother. That's the last fight. Spoiler alert. Don Kong is your promoter.
Oh, not Don King.
Yeah, Don
Oh,
Kong.
I was thinking Donkey Kong, but yeah.
Exactly. That was the first thing I went to. I was like, Donkey Kong? Like, why? Oh, Don Kong. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, Don King was the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
So Don Kong is your promoter. So you go to Don Kong's house and you're training up to
Does
fight.
he look like Don King? I mean, is it like a blatant ripoff?
Not really.
Okay.
Does he look like Donkey Kong?
No, not really either. If I had to guess, if I had to, probably more like a Morgan Freeman.
I can smell you.
But also it's almost like an 80s retro game, like pixelated type, those kind of graphics. So it's not like it's not like high res 4K. Getting movies to get money so you can throw a party to get stars so you can get more money. By this point in the game, I was kind of over it, but like it's muscle memory. You're doing the same thing every time, so it's just coming at you. AYN, that looks like Ken from Street Fighter. You fight Lee Bruce. You fight Hulk Hogan. So yeah, it is really just all like we're gonna rip off all these other IPs, and it's made by this game's made by Tiny Build, the same people that do like Clustertruck, and so it was Teenage Mutant Crocodiles in the sewer, and they're led by their mutant raccoon that trained them, and then you can follow that storyline to fight the evil robot ninja clan. I didn't do that. I have to do that later if I want to finish it. But yes,
I got a question and a comment.
What's that?
Okay, the first comment is that I retract my statement about being so proud of you with your attention to story. That just went right out the window. And then my question is does this game have any achievements in it?
Oh yeah. I did all the story. So it does have the achievements for the 300 days, the 200 days, and the 100 days, right? And so I did manage to beat the game in 99 days.
Hey, there you go.
So there is so I was on the 99th day, and I was like, oh my god, I got to beat it. I don't want to do this because I'm like 4 hours in, and and the thing is, the last fight, it's you have one chance, and if you lose, like the game starts over. From everything I've read, you can't go back then and redo the fight. It just, you go back in there and the credits roll, and if you don't win, you don't win. You got to redo the game. So that's another kind of point against it. But yeah, it has many achievements. It is let's see, 2,799 for true achievement score. So it's got almost a 2.8 ratio. It's got 47 achievements. I have managed to unlock 35 probably in the past 3 or 4 days because I had 2 unlocked already. It was on my card. I think I did a bean dive on it. So I've managed to unlock 37 of the 47 achievements in the game. And the one that I had on the RTDL was the beat the game in 200 days, which is a 3.75 achievement ratio. And I was like, I was really hoping it wasn't the 100-day one because I didn't think I was going to make it, but I did beat it in 100 days, so I did get that one.
That's an added bonus set.
Right, yeah. And then they are stackable. So I did get the 100 days, the 200 days, and the 300 days in one pop.
I'm looking at the achievement art, and I do see the Crocodile Ninja Crocs, I guess, or teenage croc ninjas things. Yeah.
I don't even know if they're teenagers, but yeah, you got to beat them all.
Yeah, they kind of look old. They're kind of like middle-aged.
Yeah, middle-aged crocodiles.
Crocodiles, yeah. This is interesting to me, hearing you describe this game, because I've played this game, but I haven't. And what I mean by that is this one came out in 2017. It looks like, it has lots of people that have played it. But I played one over the summer because of the preloadability of the game. And it's called Boxing Gym Story. And Boxing Gym Story is literally almost, well, besides the story, it's like a ripoff of this game. It is. It has the same mechanics where you have to get all the stats up, and you have a chance to get more. And if you don't train on it, it goes down. And then it's a management game, and you're managing the boxing gym, if you will, or I guess I don't know, what a boxing team of sorts. And it's one of the FreakyRO soft games. Have you heard of FreakyRO soft?
Yep.
Yeah, they got like a bazillion management games. They're all the same. They're all about the same thing. And they have kind of a very similar list of achievements. All of them do. And Boxing Gym Story is basically a ripoff of Punch Club. So
you do not talk about Fight Club.
I don't see anybody of my friends who have played this game. And there's only 71 people that have it on their tag. So probably I'm speaking to a very small number here, but Boxing Gym Story, if you enjoyed Punch Club,
you do not talk about Fight Club.
Try Boxing Gym Story. I mean,
maybe I'll try it out.
It's the same thing without the speed runs and without the 80s references, though.
Well, and the thing is, I didn't, when I went to play it, I didn't own Punch Club, so I'm wondering if it was like previously on Game Pass, and that's how I unlocked a couple achievements on it. Because it wasn't, the first couple achievements definitely weren't memorable. But I mean, it hits all the tropes, even like the Teenage Mutant Ninja alligators. Like you go to a pizza place to deliver pizzas, and then how you meet them is.
Dang, he does look like Zangief.
Right, I told you he just looks like Zangief if you saw Ivan Keefe.
Yeah, like all the achievement art is pictures, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, like I said, I as much as I just talked about it pretty much for like 5-10 minutes straight, just
15 to 20.
Yeah, 15 to 20 minutes straight, like I said, and like I was not expecting I would enjoy it this much, and the Dark Fist or something like that is your superhero name when you become a superhero.
All right.
But
well, I feel like I don't need to play the game. You did such an amazing job of describing everything.
Right. It was the liquid lubrication.
That's what she said.
Just let the words flow.
Yeah. And Nigo doesn't even need to watch Rocky IV now. So.
Yeah, you pretty much got Rocky IV right there.
I would like to issue an apology for my Vodka Popinski reference earlier. That was way out of line. I should have used the correct term, Soda Popinski. So please accept my
I didn't even
apology.
hear you say that. I would have. Man.
Oh, you didn't hear me throw out the Vodka Popinski when he was
previously on
Achievement Hunting 101.
Not Vodka Popinski. I should have used the correct term, Soda Popinski. So
nothing wrong with vodka. Vodka and soda, they kind of mix well.
Well, Nintendo had a problem with it at one point. for the younger people that haven't played Punch Out, Mike Tyson's Punch Out from way back in the day, when they released it, it was released with Vodka Popinski was the Russian guy's name. But then they later fixed the game, and his name was Soda Popinski. At some point during the production of that game, they changed it over to Soda Popinski. So there's two different versions of Mike Tyson's Punch Out out there. One of them contains vodka, and one of them contains soda. So a little fun fact for you for the day.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And I have never beaten Mike Tyson on that game. I've gotten to him, and I've never beaten him.
I used the heck out of that cheat code to get to him. I do know that.
It doesn't help you when you get there, though.
No, it does not, because you're grossly unprepared for that.
That guy has to still be like on list of the top 10 worst, most difficult bosses of all time. I mean, you're one punch and you're done. Like he does a little quick flash and then.
Yes.
Yeah. You just it is like it is the ultimate like in reflexes. Like I had my brother-in-law. I watched him beat him, and then he was like, "Here, you try it." I tried, and I'm like he told me all. He told me all the special tells and everything, like the blink before he punches. I'm like, did he? He didn't blink. I didn't. See
I never saw him blink.
It's like a quick little flash. It's not a blink. It's like a flash, real quick. It's more of a flash than a blink. I'm not sure what the technical difference between a flash and a blink is, but
it's something.
It was quick. It was quick. Yeah.
Your brain barely registers it.
Yeah,
when it happens.
Even my young brain, I couldn't. No.
Yeah,
so, I mean, I could make it to him. I could beat everybody before.
For sure.
But I could never beat Mike Tyson.
Yep.
I know. The Fresh Prince thought he could beat Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Will Smith? No.
Yes.
Nobody.
I don't get the reference.
Oh man, there's a song that Will Smith put out when he was like with DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
That was very early.
I could beat Mike Tyson. Yeah, that's like.
Oh, I don't believe that one.
That's like right around like
That was before the TV show and everything.
Yeah, that was like Parents Just Don't Understand and Nightmare on My Street. Yeah.
I had the album. I listened to it. I just don't remember that song.
It's got a good hook. It's like I think I could beat Mike Tyson. It starts out with like trumpets, like. I
do vaguely remember this song.
It's got a great hook. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
Here we are. We're going down the old man road again.
Can that be our outro music? I think I could beat Mike Tyson.
Yes. Well, given what we're talking about here, I mean, and
he roped me in with I was skipping the the story, and then
I was. The thing is, you can only skip so fast, and like when you read as fast as I do,
sounds like he took notes and stuff. Man.
Like I can read really fast, so when you can't just skip through all the dialogue, I'm looking at the screen anyway, so I'm reading it anyway. So it's like, like I had to get up and leave the controller to go get myself something to eat, and I came back and it's still like doing the story. I'm like, come on, man, let's go. You can make this game like half the length if you could just skip through all this.
Well, speaking of half the length, Inigo, you have a game you can share with us in under 30 minutes?
Oh, yes. In fact, on the bed. Freaky took up my allotted time because I have an update for everybody that's listening, for those that are keeping score at home, okay? Mr. Montoya is currently sitting at 49,649 achievements. I have not moved an inch closer towards my 50,000 goal since the last time I spoke to y'all.
If only you had some time off or something.
See, it's wild. Now, let's talk about that for a second here. Because you have both regaled us with these stories of getting time off because of all this great weather and all this. This is where what I do for a living becomes very different than what y'all do for a living. So we have roughly 500 vehicles that in our fleet, and of course I'm the safety director for the company. And when stuff like this happens, well, guess whose phone suddenly doesn't stop? And it would be mine. So I have had the exact opposite experience of y'all. I've technically been away from work, but we'll use that term very loosely. So with that being said, I haven't quite had the downtime to really play like y'all have.
So,
did you turn on Teams?
No, man. Teams day. Oh, jeez.
Now, just a technical question. With something like that, is the whole recording going to be like saved and you'll hear all of it?
Oh no, y'all kept recording. It's just I wasn't there, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right, cool, I just got to figure out where to put my audio back in. So I'm keeping pretty good notes over here. We'll see what happens.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
The fact that I haven't played a game allows me to yield back some time to Elroy. Okay, But I do want to kind of mention this. As Freaky was talking, I kind of looked into the tiny build games, and it kind of brought looking through that list, it brought up a very interesting game that was published by Tiny Build, but not developed by Tiny Build. And I just kind of want to give a shout out to it because, hey, I thought it was a great game. And that was a game called Party Hard. Have you all played that?
We've talked about that one a few times on here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's a good game, and I saw it in the list of Tiny Build, and I'm like, you know what? If you like stealth games, I actually remember really enjoying the game. So again, I'm not going to go in depth with it or anything. Just a cool game. Again, like I said, if you enjoy stealth,
I know.
and I thought it was pretty well put together. Same kind of concept. It had the cheesy kind of 80s, retro graphics to it type deal. Very well put together. And actually, surprisingly, thanks to Kronos's fantastic TA review system, it is clocking in at a 3.67.
6.7
stars on
wow.
TA. So it's pretty well reviewed.
So I'm looking at the Tiny Build catalog, and there's definitely some games I like. No Time to Explain. That was the one I was trying to think of earlier, and I had a brain fart. But yeah, No Time to Explain I have, and I really enjoy that game too.
I enjoyed that one too, and I'm typically not one into platformers.
Yeah.
So to say, but there was actually something about No Time to Explain that was very different.
Yeah, and that one's like a precision platformer too.
Yes,
like more so than like Celeste or anything like that. Like it's hard to explain, but yeah, it was I really liked that game.
I did too. I enjoyed that one, and like I said, this is coming from somebody who will throw shade at a platformer before I praise one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get it. I know the plat failer is the moniker that's given here. Also like Graveyard Keeper. That was one I liked also.
I own it but haven't played it yet, but Road to Valhalla. I mean I've seen videos of it and I do own the game. I just haven't gotten around to start it, but it actually looks like something that I would enjoy. Yeah, so all in all, I mean, good publisher, good developer. So I kind of want to, I think, just speak on them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, and I was lucky enough to pick up, like I said, I thought, like, I didn't realize when I unlocked the first 2 achievements on Punch Club.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
Maybe it was on Game Pass at one point, because I know it wasn't Clustertruck on Game Pass also.
I believe it was.
I know Waka. I know several other people have finished that one. I haven't finished that, so I actually picked up like a 3-pack of games. It was Clustertruck, Punch Club.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
And some other game. I picked it up on purchase this week, so I could RTDL it up.
Did y'all happen to mention Guts and Glory when talking about Tiny Build?
No,
we did not.
That's my Tiny Build go-to game. That's one where basically I get from point A to point B, and there's all these traps and stuff trying to kill you, and it's kind of like Goat Sim in a way.
Okay.
That kind of nonsense, and you have all these different vehicles that you're in. So like one would be like a dude on a bike, another one would be like a chick in a wheelchair or something. Like, and like you get like anywhere, like you're riding your bike, and if you get just like right next to just it, like your arm flies off, and then you're riding with one arm, and then if that arm comes off, then you have like no steering, and it's just like
that's awesome.
Like all the limbs, it's like ragdoll, physics, and like heads flying everywhere, your body's going everywhere. It's amazing game, very underrated. It's got a 3 on the crappy TA rating system, but amazing game. Amazing game. If you ever get on sale,
is right in the middle of the road.
Middle of the road.
Man.
That's how we all view it, right? Yep. At least how most reasonable people view it.
Here's your top review. I think Freaky will relate to this. The top review says, "Make a drinking game. Whenever you die, take a shot."
Yes.
You would not last very long.
Hold on. Are you playing it? Are you playing it right now, Freaky?
No. My face, I'm a little red there.
Right? He's no longer I'm cold. He's I'm warmed up.
This is what the review says. This is the top review. It says, "I won't forget the time I was riding my bike down a hill and a cannon shot off my head. My neck became a little red fountain, and the bike carried on down the hill. This made me laugh for a minute, as it was completely unexpected."
It sounds absolutely ridiculous.
It is.
Which is exactly what video games should be, right?
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I mean, it's over the top. That's why it's called Guts and Glory. I mean, there's plenty of guts in it. And,
I'm sold on it.
Yeah, it's one of my. It's an Elroy game, man.
Nice.
I vouch for this one. It's a good one.
Well,
I've talked about it on some episode long ago, but it's.
I think we garnered up enough love for Tiny Build. I think we threw some love their way tonight, and that makes me happy because I think we all found something. Which means I think anybody listening to this can find something in Tiny Build's library that would pique their interest. So, don't be afraid to look in their direction. Now, I do have one other game I do want to mention.
Okay.
But before I mention this game, because I do pay attention to comments that are directed at me in the Discord, and I like to bring them up on air.
Yes, do it.
Mr. Carpe Adam.
Oh.
So I have this pulled up. Patriot is a noun, and according to Merriam-Webster, is one who loves and supports their country. I can't think of any other way to define America's team than somebody who loves and supports their country. So, now that that's out of the way, the New England Patriots have blessed this world with sustained excellence for several decades, and there is no sign of stopping. We are America's team. Except no substitutes. The Cowboys were the team of old. Cowboys did not build the United States. Patriots did. Okay. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about that game.
What's going on? I can't sit here and take this.
We came into this. Now, Freaky and I have never really discussed sports ball. And we both got onto camera tonight. Freaky's wearing a Broncos hat. And boy, my smile could not be any bigger.
I'm sure it can't be any bigger.
That's what she said.
I'm wearing my Patriots hat as we speak.
Yeah. Boo.
I know. So I just want to say we are back. We gave the NFL 5 years to let them do their thing. Okay, 5 or 6 years. We let Patty Mahomes do his thing, let him become a star, fizzled out, gone. The new dynasty is being ushered in as we speak right now. We are witnessing greatness. Please enjoy it. 1 out of every 5 Super Bowls since the Super Bowl started in 1966, 1 in every 5 have been played. The New England Patriots have been a participant in it. 20% of the Super Bowls.
I mean, mathematically, you're not wrong. I have cheered for the Patriots on occasion. And this is when, like, the first time, like, some people say that the NFL's rigged and all this kind of the BS and whatnot.
I mean, it is.
I used to just shake my head and say no, whatever, blah blah blah. But like, it very well may be like so.
It would have to be rigged in favor of the Patriots, right? But that doesn't make good business sense, does it?
A great villain is never good.
Well, you got to have a good heel. Anybody who knows and understands the art of wrestling,
totally
you have to have a good heel.
Right? Yeah.
But I think the heel is just a little bit too big with the Patriots.
What color was the Super Bowl logo this year? I didn't even check.
I think it's like red.
I haven't. There's a logo every year.
Yeah.
It tells
there
you.
Used to be conspiracy based on the color of the logo would be.
Oh, there's some neon green on that and navy on that thing.
I just know the next time there's a new pope, I'm going to bet on the Seahawks making it to the Super Bowl.
Is that where the consistency lies?
Yeah, every time there's a new pope, the Seahawks have made it to the Super Bowl. I was in Wyoming. I was in Laramie, Wyoming. None of us knew what the tuck rule was, but that also was the Super Bowl after 9/11.
It was.
So this is where my conspiracy theory starts. We're like, okay, the NFL is fixed.
I mean, it is.
Because John Madden with his like 1980s like coaching was like, oh yeah, they should just kneel on the kneel on the ball and go to overtime, blah blah blah. You know, the NFL's fixed.
Now, so it's funny you mentioned that. Okay, I did watch it. I'm not trying to, this we'll wrap up here with my game. So, one little fact that I did not know, and even as a Patriots fan, and they highlighted this about the tuck rule, is earlier in that season, the Patriots had played a game against the Jets where the exact same play happened against them.
Okay.
Like you said, nobody knew about the tuck rule. Belichick comes on, he's like, yeah, it happened in a game against the Jets. And that's how we knew about it. And so they started basically saying, hey, basically kind of trumpeted to the refs on the sideline, tuck rule, tuck rule, tuck rule. And
I mean, of course, if you know about it, like if it was used against you in the season, then of course you know about it.
Yeah. So it was very fresh in his.
He was pulling the ball into his chest, and then it was knocked out. So it's still
boom. Okay, it's forward pass. But yeah, it's crazy.
I have a question. For you, Nico.
What's that?
Is there any achievements in the Super Bowl?
Oh, yes. It's called, it's currently called the Vince Lombardi Trophy. That will get changed eventually.
What is it going to be called?
They're either going to rename it the Brady Trophy or the Robert Kraft Trophy. It'll be one of those, or maybe even the Belichick Trophy. Maybe they'll give it.
They could call it the Rub and Tug Trophy after Rob.
I'm all for it. I am all for it. Like, hey, listen, if I had that kind of money, I think I'd probably be doing worse. To be honest with you, I would not trust me with that kind of money. So the achievement is win the Super Bowl. Become America's team. That's the achievement.
I mean, I do believe that's probably several achievements on several football games for the Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
is win the Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Probably a rare. Is awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
not for the Patriots though.
But I had to bring it up because Mr. Carpe Adam, he took umbrage to me trying to take the America's team title away from the Cowboys.
I like that word.
We're trash.
Umbrage. I like that.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's part of my full heel turn here. Use bigger words. That really gets people riled up.
Did Tom Brady say something about like he thought fortuitous was a big word or something?
Yeah, there was something about that. So, Mr. Adam, I think we've settled this evening. All right, Elroy, what game do you have with achievements?
Get us back on the rails here.
Yes.
Well, speaking of on the rails, I did want to give a quick update on Asura's Wrath. Which is on the rails, unlike Train Sim.
Yeah.
And
unlike Choo Choo Charlie.
Yeah, exactly. And last time we talked, I bemoaned that I didn't know if I could get an A on level 17 and all this and that. And I believe y'all told me just to quit and give up and be a failure. I think it's something to the sort. So I want to give a shout out to Hawkeye Berry, who actually gave some encouragement, and I didn't want to let him down. And so I stuck with it, and I finally got all those A's, and I moved on. But not just that. I went on, and I got the Blind Master achievement, which is nothing really challenging. But then there's this one for beating the game with the Mortal Gauge. And that one was hella tough. It was not great. It's, one of those basically like a 5 ratio on an Xbox 360 game. So, that's like a 10 in the real world, I guess, on the Xbox One or a Game Pass game or something. It's a tough achievement now. And I finally found my way through that. Boy, that was trying. And from beating that and getting the achievement for the Mortal Gauge, I got the keys to the castle now. So basically I can just go back through and I have an unlimited ultimate, and I can basically S rank all the stages. So it's just a matter of time now. I'm going to get the completion on this. So I was pretty proud of that I was able to do that. And so thank you, Hawkeye Berry, for the assist. All right.
I like Hawkeye Berry.
He's I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but Hawkeye Berry's one of my 3-man crew that we do on Wednesdays. Hawkeye Berry and AZ Mongoose. We have a standing date night.
Yep.
And he's a good guy. I like him. He I mean, other than the fact that he's a Cowboys fan, but
yeah. There's a couple of us out there still for whatever.
I
reason.
I don't hate the Cowboys. I'm a Broncos fan. So I work with a Cowboys fan, and like me and him,
I think we all work with a Cowboys fan.
Well, no, but we also work around the DC area, so there are a lot of Commanders fans.
Oh yeah, so Cowboys fans are probably a little bit rare.
You'd think there's a lot. There's a lot of.
That's what their parents rooted for, or whatever. Yeah.
So I decided I would talk about a game other than Asura's Wrath, and that game.
We love you, Hawkeye Berry. Thanks for derailing us.
Yes.
That game is called Ink Inside. Now, I have no doubt that nobody knows this game.
Never heard of it.
This is very niche.
Have no idea.
I would be surprised if anybody's even heard of it. Let me say some nice things about it first. And what I'm going to say is that the concept is cool. It's basically about how this kid's childhood drawings come to life in like an animated fashion, and then it kind of intertwines with events that happened to the girl that impacted what she was drawing and things like that. It wasn't overly interesting, but it was a cool concept, and it all kind of came together at the end. I appreciate them trying to put some thought into it. I could tell the person that made it really cared about the game, I guess. It's all about dodgeball. I like that genre. Unfortunately, it's not classified as such, but I think it eventually will once people actually discover this game and start playing it. I think we're up to 14 track gamers on this game.
Yeah, wow.
Like, it's got a little ways to go before anybody's heard of it.
I'm pretty sure nobody's heard of this. Like, I think that guarantees that nobody's heard of this game.
Well, in fairness, when I started, there was only about 12 or 11, and it's not exactly a new release. It came out a few months ago.
It came out December 11th. A month ago.
Okay, so they're gaining about a third of a track gamer a day.
Does that even qualify as a game?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I assume once people actually play the game, they'll realize that it's all about dodgeball. It's more dodgeball than it is beat 'em up. In case you're wondering why I'm playing it, is because it's a beat 'em up, and
that's why I was wondering why. I was like, "What?"
Oh, yeah, you saw the beat 'em up
genre. I was like, "Oh, that's why."
And so it is a beat 'em up. It works. It's a dodgeball beat 'em up. There are other dodgeball games that classify as other things. This one is a beat 'em up dodgeball game. And so it should be in both genres, but that's neither here or there. It has some humor in it. It wasn't like laugh out loud funny. I think I laughed out loud maybe once, possibly twice, but it's cute. It's cutesy. It tried. Lastly, the gameplay was solid. No issues with it. It played the way it was supposed to. There you go. I said some nice things about it. Okay. Now that I've said some nice things about it.
That's what I was waiting for.
But
here comes the but.
This game can go ink itself. That's all I got to say. Let's ink this game and ink the horse that it rode in on. I mean, this inking game is just
why?
Okay,
why?
Let me tell you what happened. All right, so I'm playing the game, and I get to, I don't know, about a third of the way through the game, and then all of a sudden I'm in this chamber that I can't leave. You get through a couple of battles, and then there's this podium with the thing that you went into this area for, and I'm walking towards it, and then I fall into the center of the earth. Oh, that's unusual. I didn't see that coming. And then I realized it's not intentional. That was not supposed to happen. So then you have to dashboard, go back into the game, beat a couple battles again, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I do something different. Maybe I jump, dash across, but I do need the thing, so maybe I could land on the podium. I spent a good 20 minutes on this. The hole in the floor was ginormous. Couldn't get past it. Couldn't back out. Couldn't go forward. I was stuck in this chamber. I was like, this is not good. So I decided, well, maybe if I reinstall the game, and lost about an hour and a half of my save.
Oof.
I thought, not terrible. I can
No,
work with that.
that's enough.
Yeah, I can work.
That's
I can
enough
work.
for me
I
to
can
be
work
like,
with
yeah.
that. You know, I don't. Now that I know where everything is, I can go get it and whatnot. And so I play the game from there on. It has an auto save thing. It says don't turn it off when the little symbol's twirling around. Okay, I won't do that. But you could save manually if you hit start and like quit and save. You could do it that way as well. Didn't think twice about it. I played the game all the way up to about 87%. There's an in-game tracker on the game that tells you the percent of the game that you have done. I got it up to about 87%. I'm like, all right, this is good. This is doable. And I finally get to the device that is going to take me into the boss room. Main boss, let's go. I'm gonna beat the game, be the first to beat the game. Bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom.
You know, easy peasy.
Yeah.
But I go towards the ladder and the game freezes up, crashes, and goes to the dashboard. I'm like, no biggie. I mean, it auto saved like when I entered that area. And so I get in there and it has the game percentage listed on your save. It went from 87-ish%. Well, that's odd. It's 57%. What is this? And so I load the game back up. I've traveled back in time. 2 days work is gone on this game.
Oh my God.
6 to 7 hours gone. 6 to 7 hours gone. I'm pissed.
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
I'm just like, okay. But at the same time, there's something that's a draw of being the first person to complete a game, right? It's kind of cool. You're like, you know, I'm like, I took a step back for a day or two. And then I thought, well, I know where everything is. I know I can do it again faster. So what I'll do is I'll quit every like other screen, and then I'll make sure that the game percentage syncs with my save percentage. Make sure it's the same in both spots. If not, I'll just redo that. You know, that way I don't do a whole bunch and then have it revert back. And that worked. My save percentage on the main menu went up to, you know, kept going up with the game. So I worked again from 57% and got all the way to that room. You know, I was a little nervous when I was approaching the little device to take me up, and nothing crashed. I got to fight the boss, killed the boss, no problem. Saw the credits, all this and that, and then it reopened the game in cleanup mode, basically, so I could get all the miscellaneous achievements that I missed along the way. So I'm like, cool, I got this all under control. And I get the game to about 96%. Yeah, you know, I'm cleaning up here and there, 96%. And then what happens?
Oh, no.
It crashed again.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like,
why do I feel like this is just Groundhog Day?
It was.
Yeah.
So I booted it back up. It's not 57%. At least it went up to 67%. Some with these sevens, I don't know. So I just realized it was, oh God, I've been away from school for a week. It just totally dawned on me that I said 67%.
Oh,
and,
6-7, 6-7.
Woo! And I even wrote next to it 6 to 7 hours lost.
6-7. 6-7. 6-7.
Oh my God, it was out of my brain.
6-7.
Oh my God.
6-7.
This game just gets worse and worse.
The hits just keep on rolling.
6-7.
Oh my God.
What did we say earlier? This is just the gift that keeps on giving, right?
It is. This game.
So looking at the game, like I see that you are the only person.
I'm it, man. I'm the only one that got that far. I can only assume it happened to everyone else too.
You are the only person to have the congrats achievement beat the game. And
I'm the only person that has a lot of the achievements in this game.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was scrolling down and see that to like a shinobi. I assume that's only you. But also silver in swords. That's one person. I assume that's only you. Golden glaive. But congrats is beat the game. So I assume that's you also. Well, that one is you. I haven't checked the other ones.
I have, I think. Let's see. I have 40 of the achievements
out of 50.
And second place has what, 19?
Something like that. It's pretty. Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah. And the hours played much higher, although a lot of those hours are very, very unnecessary.
I'm sure. And like some of these achievements that I see that haven't been unlocked are like defeat Sogstrosity. Is that how you say it?
It's like one of the mini bosses. It's I was working on that. I was very close to that. I just need a few more shots at it, and that I'm not going to get. And then I do have another gripe about this game. That gripe is that some of the achievements don't unlock when they're supposed to. You're talking about the ones that I don't have. There's one that it cheated me out of. The one for opening all the gifts. That's gifts with a T, not GIFs.
Yeah,
So,
a graphical interface.
Oh, I'm sorry, presents, not gifts.
Okay,
They have it.
okay.
Yeah. Found all presents is the name of the description for like it's your birthday achievement. There was like 41 in the game. I had an in-game tracker that said I got 41 out of 41. Didn't pop. They all respawned when I beat the game, and I was on my way to getting 41 out of 41 again, and obviously that's when it crashed. So not so much. But yeah, I just can't with this game. I'm done with it. I can't.
So you're saying it deserves its 0.5 star rating?
I wonder who gave it that.
I have a feeling that might be you.
Yeah. It's got one review on the crappy TA rating system, and it earned all 0.5 of those. It's just sometimes when you can't give a 0.
So now is it earning 0.5 stars, or is it not earning 4.5 stars?
I'm thinking that it does deserve, like, had it not freaked out on me the second time or third time, I don't know, when I lost everything after I beat it.
Yeah,
that was the final straw. I was ready to give it a nice rating if I had been asked to. I mean, I guess I don't make it a point to actually rate games, but had I thought to, I probably would have gave it, I don't know. I don't think I'd give it a 5 for sure, but I don't know, 3 and some change maybe. It's not a bad game. It's okay. I mean, there's not many dodgeball games out there. It feels like,
but I mean, like in a perfect world, right? Every game is perfect, so every game's a 5 stars. So when you're going to grade a game, do you start with 5 stars and then take away from it?
No, if I like the game, I give it a 5. If I don't like it, I give it a 0.5.
Oh, well, that's the easiest.
That's the Elroy grading system. You can look at my all my games, and I think like I've rated like 100 games, and I think 75 of them were 5s, and then 25 of them were me pissed off, and it was a 0.5. I don't know that there's anything in between. I'm very consistent.
Awesome, actually.
It's all in or all out.
That's what she said.
I like that.
There is a guy on TA that rates every game a 5. I'm friends with him. Every game he plays, he rates a 5.
That sounds like a terrible individual. Are you going to disclose who this friend is, or does this friend know who they are?
I think a lot of people know. He's a very well-known person on TA.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this is awkward.
Right. He's very well-known.
Okay. I honestly don't know who you're talking about. I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
All right. It would be Hawkeye Berry. Rates every game he plays a 5.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he plays a lot of games, as you can tell.
Oh, I see that. I just pulled up his page, and on his feed, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the top 8 things on his page are him. He rates title updates?
He rates
I didn't even know that was a
everything
thing.
5 stars. Everything.
You can rate a title update?
Yeah.
I think you
can rate DLCs too. I think you can do all that. Yeah.
Well, apparently the title update 3 in Flipcat was really good.
So with the whole debate of title updates.
Don't get me started. Do not get me started.
I mean,
yeah.
Like if you've completed a game and then there's a title update, do you I know before we recorded, I know we had a moment with Terraria, I believe.
Yes.
with new achievements. And is that a title update or was that a DLC?
I am 99% sure that was a title update because everything that they have done in the past has been a title update. And I'm going to double check this.
Where does this rate with Human Fall Flat?
Right, that's another one. Like title.
That's
update.
Inigo's favorite game right there.
So this one,
I like it. I like Human Fall Flat. So
does Inigo.
Yeah, I love it about as much as the Jets or the Yankees. So I can at least understand the love for Human Fall Flat, despite my not having any love for it. I can at least understand. Now, Terraria is in a whole different ballgame. And yes, this is a title update. Who is continuing to play this game?
Like I don't have a lot of time with Terraria. I've unlocked a couple of achievements, I think, on the 360, maybe on the One also, but I don't know. And I am not a fan. I like Minecraft. I've played Minecraft.
Yes, I like Minecraft. I have no problem with it. It's actually kind of relaxing and soothing.
I've played Minecraft for hours before it even came to Xbox and got an achievement. Like I bought it when it was like in its alpha. I played Minecraft when I was going back to college again for the second time. And so I really enjoy Minecraft, just zoning out and just Minecrafting. And I was told Terraria was like a 2D Minecraft. So I was like, okay, cool. I can get into this. And it is not that. It's not
even close. And I was told the same thing on Terraria when I played. I was like, it's told the same thing. 2D Minecraft. No, it's not even remotely close. To give you an idea, okay, at least with Human Fall Flat, at least I can understand the love. There's a following with this, okay? So I'm just going to kind of just glancing at the numbers here on Xbox. 308,000 people have started Terraria, okay? This game was released in 2014.
Okay.
The very first update, 52,000 people played it. The first update, which was released 7 years later in 2021.
Oh my gosh.
In 2022, they released an update with 51,000. So player base is still remaining relatively strong in 2022.
About the same.
Yep. Later in 2022, September, we go down to 22,000 gamers on that update. So now that, just watching that trend line there, it makes sense to release an update in 2026, right? On a 12-year-old game.
Of course.
With dwindling numbers like that.
Man, that's some good tat, though, man.
It is. I mean, because that is number one, there's so many people that started it. The game's 12 years old. Nobody cares enough to play it anymore because it wasn't a great game to begin with. So, again, like you said, the update numbers just show that. Like, they're just decline. Boom, fall right off a cliff.
I'm always curious as to what the achievement. So, True Achievements, they have their members that track their achievements. They have like the casual members that come in during like somebody like who was that? Who was the face of Xbox for the longest time? Major Nelson.
Yeah, Major Nelson.
Right, like he comes out and like tweets something about year in Xbox on True Achievements, and like we get all of a sudden True Achievements gets like 100,000 new members. Everybody gets to go uppity during G-Task, and it's not so we already know. I mean, as achievement hunters, we already know we're a niche of the community. So I wonder, even then, like when you're looking at, and I would think that following different games, you can kind of judge how popular a game is by how many people have started on True Achievements. Now, it's not, an exact science, but you're right. You said so many 308,000, I think you said, started.
308,000 started.
And the first title update was 50,000.
Yeah.
And then the second title update was 50,000. I'm curious as to how many, how true that is across the board to people that aren't on True Achievements, aren't
yeah.
on the website,
like
because,
aren't even in the achievement community.
Yeah, because the achievement community could care about these title updates, whereas somebody that who's playing a 7-year-old game now, it's probably even less than what's in the true achievement community, I would assume.
Yeah.
So just the math, this stuff like that always kind of brings me back. Like what are the maths across the board? Because you get those weird Major Nelson influx of people. Here's your decade, here's your year in Xbox, but then really how many of them stick around? I mean, they may be tracked, and that's great for us because it adds ratio, it adds TAD, it adds another data point in the mix, but how accurate really is it across the board?
Yeah, no, and I agree with that. And ours is a snapshot, and I think we could actually honestly say that drop off in numbers is probably even more significant.
Yeah,
because achievement hunters, you have your subcult, like the you have the people like me that are completionists.
Right.
Like we're a real thing, and we exist. Now, granted, we're not as
for sure
broad in the achievement community, as just the achievement hunter in general, but
you're a niche of the niche.
Yes, we really are.
I wonder, outside of that 50 some odd thousand people that unlocked an achievement in the title update, how many people have unlocked one outside of the title update that still like play Terraria for fun,
right,
in 2022 or whatever.
Yes.
When you were talking about the title updates, I thought you were going a different direction with it. Did you see where PlayStation got rid of a bunch of their easy platinum, shovelware games?
No, I didn't.
They delisted a crap ton of it.
Oh,
and
wow.
So
I
to
did
me,
that.
It kind of spooked me a little bit. I'm thinking, man, do I need to buy these little crap games now? In case, because once they're delisted, that's kind of it, and if I ever wanted to make I don't know if I ever wanted to score just obscene amounts of gamer score again, I would need those games in order to, because everyone else has already played them, kind of a thing. That's
make her run it.
Yeah, that's higher than me on the leaderboard.
Right?
So, yeah, because I'm kind of in the flux where I could if I wanted to, because I own so many games I've never even played that are these little easy games, and they're more of them are coming out every week. And I'm like, maybe I need to start stockpiling these just in case Xbox follows suit. But I mean, we all know Xbox hates us, so they'll probably just keep the shovelware, coming. But
I mean, I'm really just starting to think Microsoft just hates people, just gamers in general. Some of the decisions they've been making recently is really. I mean, I guess wanting to push X because. So I don't know. Have you guys watched the Fallout series on Amazon?
I have not.
If you play, I'm a fan of Fallout, but the Amazon TV series is a really good adaptation of the game. It is very probably one of the. I haven't seen what's that PlayStation HBO show with the zombies? All of Us? Is that it? Last of Us. I haven't seen Last of Us on HBO.
That sounds like a much different show than All of Us.
Well, it could be the same but different. It's 6, 7.
6, 7.
It is what it is. So, but
we are the hippest podcast there is.
We are the grooviest podcast.
Yes,
we are out there. But the Fallout on Amazon is probably one of the better one of, in my opinion, one of the best video game adaptations to film or TV that I've watched, and it's very, I don't know, it just plays to the game. And I forgot where I was going with this story. What were we talking about before this?
Title updates.
But
yes.
I had a point at the beginning of this story when I was talking about Fallout, and now I don't know what my point was. So I'm kind of lost here. With Fallout and title updates. Well, I guess on to the next thing. So we had a podcast question this week.
What question would that be?
Yeah, right. So I guess we're gonna move on from my forgetfulness this evening. So our podcast question we threw out there, and I didn't just limit it to Patreons this week. I just put it out in the podcast channel on Discord. If you want to follow our Discord, just go to Achievement Hunting 101 and find our Discord. Our question was this week: what is the most playthroughs you have ever been willing to do for a completion, and how many is too many? So I'm going to put that to you guys first, Montoya and Elroy.
So I'll go first on this one because we already know my answer. Since I revealed I'm the niche of a niche. And the answer is there is no such thing.
No such thing as too many? Is that what you're saying?
There is no such thing. If the completion calls for the playthrough shall be done. So there is now. Will I gripe and moan? Yeah. Will I pre-read an achievement list to find out before I dive headfirst into it to avoid something like that? Possibly, but if I like the game enough, there's no such thing as too many.
But what's the most that you recall that you've had to play a game through?
That's a really good question, and I feel like it's 6 to 6, and I'm trying to remember what game it was.
I mean, taking out roguelites, because I know we had some answers saying like roguelites.
Yeah, roguelites are a little bit different.
Yeah, roguelites are different. That's like kind of the gameplay. You play as far as you can, then you restart the game.
I think like a linear story would be like the qualifier for it. Like you would have to go through the same cutscenes every time, with maybe a choose your own adventure style where you made a different selection to branch you off just slightly, because that's how they develop usually, why you have to do multiple playthroughs or difficulty related.
Yeah.
And I feel like 6 is the most I've played, but it wasn't a super long game. I want to say you could do a playthrough, and honestly, I can't even think of the game off the top of my head because it wasn't that remarkable. It wasn't like, like where you just gripe and you're like, it's not like playing Red Dead Redemption through 6 times like that.
Right. Yeah.
That would be a kick in the teeth.
You're not playing a game that could be like 30 to 40 hours for one playthrough.
Yeah.
6 times. Yeah. No.
Right. So again, I feel like 6 is the most that I've landed on.
Yeah.
But I can't definitively say that.
Okay. Elroy, I know with the TAD gold nugget hanging out there. What's your answer to this playthroughs?
Well, I saw that Koosh said something about what he thought my answer was going to be, which was 99 Vitas.
Yep.
Which is a good nominee. That is a game that has many playthroughs. I'm not sure exactly how many it is. You have to, beat it on the hard difficulty. You got to beat it with one character. You got to beat it with like 3 more characters for a different achievement. You got to beat it with a couple, so that's another playthrough. Beat it with like there's just a lot of playthroughs on it. I mean, I'd say like 8 or 9. I would say, maybe more. I'm not really sure, but I haven't really counted out how many there would be for that one. But that was actually not the game I was thinking of. The reason I suggested that question was due to Asura's Wrath, where like Asura's Wrath is pretty bad. It's what made me actually think of it, because man, it says that you got like you're stuck. Let's just say everything goes according to plan.
Yeah.
At minimum, you're looking at 4 playthroughs on that, because you had to
from start to finish 4 playthroughs.
Yes, 4 full playthroughs. You got to play every stage. You got to basically beat the game on normal. Got to beat the game on hard, and then you also got to beat it with 2 different modifiers. So it's a 4 playthrough. That's assuming everything goes well, because you're going to replay like so many of the chapters, and it's going to be like an extra couple playthroughs to try to get the the ranking, like the S rankings and the A rankings. I know that probably doesn't qualify as a playthrough, but oh my gosh, I'm so sick of seeing all these cutscenes at this point. Like,
I mean, it's so do the difficulty playthroughs stack? I would assume.
No, of course
play
not.
it through. So that is something I am not a fan of. Like,
right, and it's a longish game, but the one that I actually was thinking of is Double Dragon 4.
Okay.
I've pointed this game out before, where if you just go look at the achievements, all the achievements basically are the name of a character in the game, and the description of that said achievement is complete all missions with blank. And
oh no, yeah,
I'm serious. Look at it. It's
so a very generic achievement list, basically.
Yes,
you have to play through all of everybody
with everyone. Well, and what's even worse is that there's the most challenging achievement in the game is to complete all missions with many characters. It says with many characters, that's all characters, including ones that you don't get an achievement for beating the game with. There's more characters than what is listed in the achievement list. Man, I can't even tell you how many playthroughs this is. I mean, it's an insane amount of playthroughs.
Is there a walkthrough that says how many?
I actually found the game. My memory got conjured here. I jarred the game loose in my memory.
Nice.
And that is the OG Resident Evil remake requires a lot of playthroughs that are, if done efficiently, you might be able to trim down one or two of them, but my gosh, I think the overall completion requires like 10 playthroughs through the game.
Oh, wow.
You can stack a couple of them, but it's very difficult to do it. The walkthrough listed as playthroughs required is 5.
Oh, wow.
Now, that's being super efficient.
Okay.
And it might not be in your best interest to try to squeeze the 5. You might actually want to maybe extend a playthrough or two. But that, so I do remember, that's the game I remember playing through 6 times.
I can't find how many characters there are, but I mean, it's at least, it's probably like 20 at least.
Yeah, no, so I just counted. I just went through the Double Dragon 4, and it was 19 different characters that have achievements. And it doesn't even include the complete
the ones
with
that
many.
don't. Yeah, there's several that don't. So you're probably looking at 24ish. But now on that, you can reduce it if you do the second player trick, where you start the game with a second player and then let them, just kill them real quick and then just play through the rest of the game. It makes the game more challenging. Like there's a lot more enemies, and I think it comes out the same. You can beat the game like on one player just as twice about the time it's going to take you to beat it twice. So,
but ideally, you want to have a partner to go through it with you.
Yeah, so you could. Yeah,
you could like knock
that
out
would probably. Yeah, that would probably speed it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going from 20 playthroughs to 10 at least.
Yeah,
which is that's a lot. That's a lot.
It is. It's a lot. It's asking a lot.
And that's because like I'm looking at Williams, Rauper, Linda, Abobo, Vernon, Chin, Mason, Cody, Jake, Casey, Shannon, Ashida, Yamazaki, Soeno, Ayoma.
And some of them you have to unlock the character. So they don't even get access to all of it. So it requires it's challenging. It's a challenging one. But Double Dragon would be my definite pick for that. Just too much, man. It's
that's. I mean, have you started? And it's only a 3 ratio too, so it's not like it's. I mean, 10 to 12 hours, so it's not a long.
Yeah, I'm missing about 8 achievements in it. I'm missing. See how many playthroughs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 listed, and then there's a couple of characters that I don't. See, I played it through it a few times, and when did I play this? It's just like last year, maybe. Yeah, last year, and I've already forgotten which characters I've used. So the ones that are not listed, I'll probably just have to redo them all because I don't remember which ones I did and which ones I didn't do. So at least with the named achievements, I know those. But that's one of the ones I need to go back and revisit.
So, I mean, so to be fair, it's not a very long completion at 10 to 12 hours.
It's misleading. But that's like best case scenario. I've already got 20 hours in this game.
So that's basically saying if you have 2 players the whole time.
Yeah, and then you get lucky on the tower. The tower is I think it's the hardest achievement in the game. Getting to the 100th floor.
I saw that.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Okay.
Because the other ones, it's just grindy stuff, but just going through the game over and over and over again. But yeah, the tower one, that's what really tests you. So Yeah,
So,
not a fan. Not a fan.
At least 20 playthroughs for one person on that one. That's nuts. Punch Club.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
Earlier, I was looking at. I haven't. There's no walkthrough on it. There's no, like I said, there's no walkthrough on the internet for it. It's not in a native language of English. I think it requires at least 2, maybe 3 playthroughs. But looking at some of the answers here in the Discord, we have Fug. What the fug was the first to answer. He was like 2 is too many. So he wants to finish his games in 1 playthrough, which I get it. I understand for sure. Retro Chief, he was saying it depends on the game. 2 in the Quarry is 1 too many, and it needs 3+ completions because I can't skip cutscenes. Otherwise, on a short game, 3 most. On a long game, I have no need or desire to play the exact game on a higher difficulty. Yeah, like these games that have like New Game Plus achievements.
Yeah.
And it's just one achievement. I know Prey on the 360 has.
I think Far Cry's been guilty of that
Retro
1 or 2 times.
Yeah, Retro Chief has mentioned Far Cry, 1 achievement to play it, beat it on New Game Plus, and it's a very in-depth game. I know Prey on the 360 you could get all the achievements except for 1, and the 1 achievement was to beat it on the hardest level, and it's like, really? So that's definitely, you're just adding, and I get that Microsoft shoehorned in like, hey, you have to have 1,000 gamer score for these games if you're going to put a game on the Xbox. So I know kind of two sides of the coin kind of thing.
Yep.
But here, Vulgar said all of Brotato, which I cannot agree with more. If you have played Brotato, it is that Vampire Survivors type game where you just have to play with different characters and beat the game with different characters. It probably has like 30 or 40 playthroughs. I mean, I'm not exaggerating so much, but it's freaking nuts. Let's see here. Carpe Adam was like, if you count Potato, I've done a lot and way more to go than he's ever to finish the DLC. Personally, he hates when games force you to play through a game multiple times. If the playthrough is a much different experience because it's a different path and or completely different character, it's better. There are too many games I want to get to me for a slog through a game I just played over and over again. I get that. And there aren't many games that do multiple playthroughs well. And I know there was a game that I played recently with my group, as Dusk Falls. Is that it? It's like a story type game. God, I forget the name of it. But it was a story game where you can choose, almost similar to like the Walking Dead series, the Telltale games, where you don't really have to have skill. You just choose the storyline and it follows it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it was As Dusk Falls, but I forget the name of the game. But that one had multiple playthroughs. I haven't completed it, but it's the storyline we finished and played through was very interesting, and it made me want to go back and play the game and do different choices so I could see where the game goes. Right?
Mm-hmm. Did your choices have real consequences?
They did. They like it seemed like they did anyway. Like, people died in the story, and I would assume if I chose different things, they would not have died. I don't know.
Is it they did not die in the sense that Telltale has a split in the road and then both characters end up dying and then rejoin?
It didn't seem like that. Like Telltale, I think, was the worst for that. Like, it didn't. Like, I've played the Walking Dead, and I've played the what was the fairy tale one? I forget. Gosh, I forget the fairy tale Telltale, but I also played the Game of Thrones Telltale.
Oh, Wolf Among Us?
Wolf Among Us, that's it. And it just really seemed like any choice you made didn't really matter. Like, it was the same story either way.
It didn't.
it was horrible. But like as Dusk Falls or whatever, it felt like you gotta. I played it. I know I played it through like 2 different storylines, and you got 2 totally different stories. So that's something there. Walk Appeal here said the vampire raising sim Cute Bite requires at least 20 playthroughs.
Ouch.
Yeah, 20 playthroughs. But he did say that without a guide, your first playthrough will be about an hour. After that, they'll be significantly faster, about 10 minutes of playthrough. So that's not so bad. Like where if you can skip stuff through your second playthroughs, that's something that can't be too bad. Now, Ahizo, we all know Ahizo's our resident Mass Effect fan. He said that he had played through the original Mass Effect at least 10 times to get the completion because he had bugs where they didn't, certain achievements didn't pop because I know I love the Mass Effect series. I've completed the first one. I think I've completed the second one. I'm still working on the third one, passively anyway. But the first one you have to play through Paragon and Renegade, and then you have to play through so many with like each of the side characters. So you have to do at least, I think, 3 full playthroughs. I'm not sure. It's been a while, but I guess some of those achievements are buggy. So, but he for final thoughts on it, he said, too many playthroughs in general? Not at all. Too many playthroughs for completion? Yes, for sure. So, I mean, I guess if you like the game, too many playthroughs isn't.
Or if you're a completionist like some of us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, well, thank you to all who posted their responses. Appreciate it. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up.
Wrap it up like a Super Bowl trophy.
There you go.
The next time we speak, the deed will be done, and I will be insufferable.
You want to place a friendly bet on the game? I'll place a friendly bet.
I think you should have it where you choose a game within reason for his tag or vice versa.
Oh yeah, like something like a game like that you would normally not play.
Can I sleep on that?
Yeah.
I kind of like the game aspect, though. I mean, I might be able to do that.
I mean, this is a game.
I play some really crappy games sometimes, so I mean,
right?
So I think I can suffer through something like that.
Right.
And it might just be like the fantasy football trophy that, where the guy's going to wear like this toilet seat or something around his neck for a month, whatever, or whatever those crazy things are. There was a guy, president of a company I worked at. So they had this outlandish mermaid statue that was like 7 feet tall that was made out of concrete that they had in their neighborhood.
Nice.
Now, the provenance of it, I could never quite figure out where they got it from. But what they used to do is every month they would play a poker game. And the first person out of the poker game had to have the statue placed in their front yard in the neighborhood. And I loved everything about that.
That sounds awesome.
I know. So if you were driving through the neighborhood, when you'd see the statue, you knew that person was the loser.
Yeah, at least the last week. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
10 years later.
Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'll be up for a challenge on the game idea.
Okay. Yeah.
And let's leave it up to the listeners to pitch it.
Sounds good.
And we'll iron it out. We'll get some feedback from them. Let them figure out how we go about this. Okay.
Right, yeah. So I'm taking the Patriots and you're taking the Seahawks, right?
It's easier for me because either way, whichever happens.
Either way, you win because
that's right.
Win, whatever.
Yeah.
No, but I'm cheering for the Seahawks. So yeah, we can put it up to the listeners. I want the Seahawks to win. You want the Patriots to win.
Yep. And I think we can go with the game, and maybe we let the listeners decide. Now, within reason, it has to be completable. Okay, that's my only stipulation. Okay,
100%.
All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get them involved in this. Okay.
All right, y'all. With that,
I think that's it.
Class dismissed.
Peace.